Hello there guys, welcome back to my channel, welcome back to another video. So in today's video I'm going to be showing you how to find the chord progression to a song. This has been a big issue for many beginners starting out with the piano. Hopefully we are going to sort out that problem in today's video. So let's get started with the lesson. So we're going to be doing this lesson in the key of C. Okay, so the first thing we want to do is to map out the basic chords of the C major scale. So we have the C major for the 1, okay, then we have the D minor for the 2, then we have the E minor for the 3, then we have the F major for the 4, then we have the G major for the 5, then we have the A minor for the 6th, then we have the B diminished for the 7, and back to C major for the 1. Now, it's very important to know the numbers because we are going to be using the numbers to get our chord progression to any song you're trying to find. So the C, which is the 1, consists of the 1, 3, and 5. The D minor consists of the 2, 4, and 6. The E minor consists of the 3, 5, 7. The F major consists of the 4, 6, and 1. The G major consists of the 5, 7, 2. The A minor consists of the 6, 1, and 3. The B diminished consists of the 7, 2, and 4, and we're back to the 1, which consists of the 1, 3, and 5. Okay. Now, most of you might not be used to the number system. You are used to soft notations like do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. You could also use that as well. I'm going to be using the number system in today's video. So, of course, you might want to use the soft notation. So, the 1 will consist of do, mi, sol. The 2 will consist of re, fa, la. The 3 will consist of mi, sol, ti. The 4 will consist of fa, la, do. And then the 5 will consist of sol, ti, re. And then the 6 will consist of la, do, mi. I have to go down on that one. The 7 will consist of ti, re, fa. Very important to know the soft notation of the numbers. Okay, so the second thing we want to do is to just get 4 chords from this. Okay, because I believe with these 4 chords we could find any progression to any song. So the 4 chords is going to be the 1, the 4, the 5, and the 6th. So we're going to be using C major, F major, G major, and A minor. Okay, very important. And of course to know their numbers as well. So we have them here. The C major consists of the 1, 3, and 5, or if you're using soft notation, that is going to be do, mi, sol. And the F major consists of the 4, 6, and 1. If you're using soft notation, that's going to be fa, la, do. And the 5 consists of the 5, 7, 2. If you're using soft notation, that would be sol, ti, re. And then the 6th consists of 6, 1, 3. And if you're using soft notation, that's going to be la, do, mi. Okay, so we're going to be playing these chords not with inversion. So for the C, you're just going to play it to the root inversion like this, the C major. For the 4, which is the F major, we're going to be playing it in its second inversion, which is C, F, A. And then for the 6th, no, for the 5, we're going to be playing it in its first inversion, which is B, D, G. And then for the 6th, we're going to be playing it in its first inversion also, which is C, E, A. The reason why it is very important for us to understand this number system or to know the soft notation is because we are going to be using the melody to find the progression of any song, because the melody is like the driving force. Okay, so I have a chart here that tells us the chords we have to play or the options that we have for a particular number or for a particular soft notation. Okay, so of course you're familiar if you are using the number system. The C for the 1, the D for the 2, the E for the 3, the F for the 4, G for the 5, A for the 6, B for the 7, back to the 1, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, back to the 1. Or if you're using sofa notation, that will be do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. So if you go back to the chart, it tells us that when we are on the 1, which is the melody note, okay, we have 3 chords to pick from. So we have C major, we have F major, and we have A minor. Now don't forget, if we go back here, we are using only 4 chords, okay, to determine the chord progression, because with these 4 chords we could determine any chord progression to any song. Again, stick around to the end of this video. I'm going to be showing you how to include other chords as well. I left out 3 chords, and that is the idea to chord substitution. So you definitely want to know this theory, because it's going to open a lot of you understanding other theories as well. Okay, so let's go back to our chart. So on the 1 we have either C major, F major, or A minor. We will have to choose. Okay, this is the interesting part of this. For the 2, I made a mistake. That is supposed to be G. So for the 2, we have only the G chord. Sorry, please correct that mistake. Only the G chord there. Okay, when we are on the 2, which is this. Understanding is key. On the 1 here, we have only C, F, A minor. On the 2, we have only G major to choose from. Okay, let's just continue with this. On the 3, which is the mi, we have either C major or A minor. Those are the chords we could play over that melody. Okay, on the 4, we only have one option, which is the F major. On the 5, we have C major or G major. On the 6th, we have C major, F major, or A minor. And on the 7, again, I made a mistake there. That should be G. On the 7, we have only the G major to choose from. Okay, so once you understand this, is very critical that you understand that, because once you understand it, when you're playing any melody, you could get the progression instantly. Let's take a song. Let's take the song I said, dear, pounded for the waters of my soul, long and after thee. Right? So let's say we don't know the chord progression to this song. How do we find it? By using that number system, using that chart. Okay, again, what you want to do is to get the chord point, because there's a point where the chord is being struck. Okay, for example, we have you get a point, pounded. Yes, that's the chord point. The waters of my soul, long and so you want to be timing the melody on these chord points. Okay, you want to be timing the melody on this chord point. So if you take the song, that's a chord point, because we're starting up with the chord. So that definitely we have E. So let's go back to the charts. Okay, a simple way would be this other one. Look, that is the 3. Okay, that is the 3. I'm playing the 3. So if you look at these 4 chords, where does the 3 appear in? It appears in C major and in A minor. It doesn't appear in G major or F minor. So G major and F minor is not part of an option here, but C major or A minor. So let's try that out. Let's try that with a C major. Does it make sense? I think it does. So definitely we could go with C major, but let's try A minor. It still makes sense, so we could use it. You see why I said this could really open up a lot of doors for you to latch into concerning theory and practical. Anyways, E, right? C major. We'll go with that. The next point is this. I said, dear. So we have a G. So let's go back to the chart. Where does G, which is the 5, okay? So I'm going to just be using the numbers instead of the letters. I'm going to be using the numbers. So the 5. So the 5 falls in, look at it, 2 places. It falls in the C. There's a 5 in the C. There's also a 5 in the G. There is no 5 in the F. There's no 5 in the A. So we're going to take off F and A. We have C and G. So I said, We tried with the C major, so here, pounded. It makes sense, but let's try the other option that we have, which is the 5, right? G major. So here, pounded. You see? So we've gotten, and I think this makes sense, right? Here, pounded. Of course, when you hear it, you know if it does make sense, because if I played let's say, you will say no, that's not the chord progression. So I think naturally, inbuitely, we are built in that sense of knowing this could be wrong or something like that. So pounded. Yes, a chord point. So C again, which is a 1. So let's go back to the charts. Here does a 1 falls in 3 places. It falls in the C, falls in the F, and falls in the A. So it falls in C major, F major, or A minor. So we're going to try out to those 3 stuff. So let's try it first with the C major. Pounded. Not bad, but I don't think this is it. Let's try it with the F major. Pounded for. No, this is not it. It's not it, right? You could get it. It's not it. So definitely it's going to be the last option, which is A minor. Let's try that. Pounded for. This is it. Okay, if we continue, the waters of my chord point. So I'm supposed to play a chord here. So we have the 6th, which is A, right? Or La, if you're using software notation. I'm going to be using the numbers, like I said. So let's go back to the chart. Here does the 6 fall into 2 places. It falls in the F major and it falls in the A minor. It doesn't fall in the C major or the G major. So we're going to scrap that out, okay? You only have F major or A minor. So let's try the F major first. Pounded for the waters of my soul. Yeah, that makes sense. Okay, if you try to the A minor, don't think it's gonna make sense. The waters of my soul. No, that's not it. So this is why when you begin to practice this consistently, you would begin to get this in your muscle memory. So you would know definitely by default, as you practice this consistently, this chord doesn't follow. That's how you have to train up yourself to know this. Okay, so waters of my soul, we have F major there. So we have C major, we have G major, A minor, we have F major, then longer chord point G, okay, which is a 5. So go back to the chart. The 5 falls in 2 places, C and G. This is why I say this. It's good you memorize this, because when you memorize it, then it's just going to be simple and easy for you to navigate. So longest. Are we going to go to C major or G major? Let's try that. Pounded for the waters of my soul long enough. I think it's gonna be G major. I know it's G major, but the C major doesn't really sound that well to me, right? So let's try the G major, which is our last option for this melody. I said, yeah, pounded for the waters of my soul long enough. D, we have this melody again on the G, and we had 2 options, C and G. So long enough. Again, this G major goes well. The G, D. So we have the C there. So we won't play long enough. The D. This could make sense, but that's if you're advanced and you're doing a 6, 2, 5, 1, because you could go. But anyways, we are not going to talk about that today. So we have C major, third year, G major, pounded 4, A minor, the waters of my F major, longer than G major to C major. E. Okay, let's try the second part of the song. Okay, you alone at my strength, my tongue. You alone. So let's try that. So you alone. There's a chord point here. You alone. So C, which is the one is in 3 places: A minor, C major, F major. Right. So you. Let's try with C major first. You alone. I think this is okay. You alone. No. You alone. This could follow. So we have 2 options there to play. You could play you alone. I might even want to go with this A minor. What do you think? I might go with this A minor. You alone. Right? You can go with C major, but F major doesn't make sense. Okay. So let's go with A minor. You alone. That's my time. Chord point 6. Where does the 6 fall into? A minor or F major? So definitely it's not going to be A minor because you already tried that. You are alone at my time. Now let's try the other option. So that's why you have to try 2 options. Again, you have to do this right for quite some time. Then you just know this naturally. It's just going to come. You're just going to know what chords go with what notes. Okay. So you are alone at my time. That makes sense now, right? Yeah. So on the 5, we have 2 options. If you remember, C and G. I don't need to go back to the chart now. If you've been following, we have 2 options, C and G. So let's try C first. You are that makes sense now. So definitely not going to be G. No, it's going to be C. So we have you alone. That same A again. So is it you alone? No. F major. It's because on the A we have C, A minor and F major, right? So F major is a chord. You are alone at my this. So 3. The 3 falls in how many places? 2 places: C major and A minor. Look at that here. Okay, so you are as mine. That makes sense, right? You are alone as mine. So the 2 chords make sense. So you see why you could actually substitute the 1 for the 6 or the 6 for the 1, right? So this is where the theory comes into play. You alone at right, we have the D there, and the D is going to be which is 2, it's going to be on the 5 only. So what do you want to have there? Okay, you alone at my maybe I'll do something kind of advanced to see how we could go outside of the key, right? If you really want to, let me know in the comments. But just to show you how to use, let's go back to the chart here now. These are other options, like for example the D minor, the E minor, and the B diminished. Okay, I removed that from the chords we can use, but that could be included as well, and you could get so many other options, right? So you want to try this. For example, if we have you so let's check this too. Okay, if you go back to the charts, remember in the first one we only had the G major as an option, but we have D minor as an option as well. We have B diminished as an option as well. So 3 options there. So we're going to try it with the 3 options. So this is how you get it, okay? How you get other chord substitutions as well. So you are my son. Yeah, let's try to do B diminished. So see that? Yeah. See? Instead of playing the 1 here, I played the 3 before going to the 5, because on the 3, I could also use the 3, the E minor, because in the E minor there's a 3. There's a 3 in the C, there's a 3 in the E, there's a 3 in the A. The A wouldn't go that well. It could, but you could use, you could use C major, E minor, or A minor. So this is how you choose these options, okay? So there's a lot we have to talk about this, but I'll just let you do the rest yourself. Try to experiment with this, and then let me know what you think about this lesson in the comments. Yeah, see you in the next video.